Hello, I have agreed to speak at East Shore Unitarian Universalist Congregation on Sunday, and I've been practicing my part of their larger service. So I have like a 7 minute-ish talk that I'm going to do as a part of their bigger service around the upcoming holiday. You can hear I have little birds who are going to make their contribution to this as well. I have a little green-rumped parrot. He's 14 on this side, and on this side I have a little tiny rescued budgie, Xander, and he's only like a year and a half old. But they're probably going to tweet while I'm sharing my speech with you. So I want to practice that, and I just want to say thank you for listening to my talk. I'll begin. Good morning. My name is Leilani, and that is my chosen name. I'm a mixed race, transracially adopted queer femme. And I'm a lifelong resident of the occupied lands of the Coastal Salish, specifically the Duwamish People. But land acknowledgement of traditional and rightful Indigenous stewardship is not enough. It must be accompanied with informed actions in relationship. I stand with the Duwamish, the Snohomish, the Wanapum, and the Chinook people, who despite their continuing presence and resilience are still not recognized by the U.S. federal government. In the United States, Native Americans make up only 1.2% of the population, and yet they are more likely than any other group to be killed by the police, and have double the suicide rate, with teens having the highest rate of any population in the U.S. NPR just reported that 2 million U.S. residents do not have access to clean water, with Native Americans the most affected. How do I feel about Thanksgiving? I think that on the generosity and hospitality of the Wampanoag people, and I think that there is no thanks in Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a celebration of massacring Indigenous people, and it is currently a harmful whitewashing of ethnocide, with Plymouth Rock a monument to racism. I believe Thanksgiving is better acknowledged as the day of mourning and honored as such. My family started attending Westside Unitarian Universalist Congregation in 2011 and have found a warm community of social justice-minded folks. So what will we celebrate, honor, or transform? What exactly can we do? I've created a list of ideas, and please do your own research and find ways to create change that works with your values, but I'm going to share my list with you. Learn the real history of Thanksgiving and not the myth. Consider a different lens, unthanksgiving, a day of atonement, or a day of mourning. Support with money, time, and amplify the voices of Indigenous leadership on their causes and efforts. Deeply listen to local tribal nations' issues and leaders presented and support in the ways they ask. Learn about settler colonialism and engage in disruption. Go to a local Indigenous nations cultural center or event that's open to the public. Buy and support the work of Indigenous artists, artisans, authors, herbalists, and farmers. On Black Friday, spend your money with inspired natives, stores, events, and online, like 8th Generation. So that's EIGHTHGENERATION.com. Dig into the history of boarding schools in the U.S. and Canada. Learn about Leonard Peltier. Learn about and support the work around the murdered and missing Indigenous women. Donate to local Native cultural events like our powwows. Work to end racist mascots. Work to end harmful representations of Native peoples through arts and crafts and storytelling within your school district. Buy, share, and donate Indigenous authored children's books. Buy Indigenous authored cookbooks. When you travel or plan to travel, learn about the local Indigenous people's current issues and causes and donate to their work and visit their cultural center. If you live here in the Seattle area, become a real renter on realrentduwamish.org and tell others about it. Like and follow the local Indigenous Peoples Cultural Center Facebook pages and amplify the articles and voices and causes that they share on social media. When we talk about Indigenous people and celebrating cultures, we should be including Black cultures and Black people. If you don't think about it, why? Fix it, because it's anti-Black racism. North, Central, and South American people are Indigenous people. Support races, RAICES. Support and get involved with environmental justice with Indigenous leadership. I'm going to give some examples of some names of some folks that you can look up. Quanah, Chasing Horse; Helena, Galinga; Masaka, Looking Horse; Amira, Oda, Hinois; Feliquian, Charlemagne; and Vic Barrett. Learn about Indigenous futurism. That would be like exploration without colonization and imperialism, but with harmony, coexisting, evolution, storytelling, intentional holding of some things and letting go of others, honoring ancestral knowledge and how the ancestors were looking forward with math and sciences. Support a tribe called geek.com. Do an internet dive and read up on some, and I'm going to throw out some phrases that you can then look up on the internet and then read articles about. Settler colonialism, cultural appropriation, decolonize Thanksgiving, decolonize education, decolonize yoga, decolonize your food, decolonize your mind. And I'm going to share a quote next, and then a reflection, and then we'll have a moment of silence. No matter where you are in North America, you are on Indigenous land. And so on this holiday, and any day really, I urge people to explore a deeper connection to what are called American foods. By understanding true Native American histories and begin using what grows naturally around us, and to support Native American growers. There is no need to make Thanksgiving about a false past. It is so much better when it celebrates the beauty of the present. Sean Sherman, founder of the Sioux Chef. Maybe there is no single or right way to do the upcoming holiday, but I would ask for a moment of silence to hold the complexity of mourning, privilege, and complicity as we think about what we will celebrate, how we will act, and what we will support going forward from here. Thank you.